146.8 pounds for the Pac-Man, 146.8 for Manny Pacquiao.
That's our job. That's our job, to entertain the crowd, to give you a good fight.
Floyd Mayweather weighs in 72.9 kilos, 72,900, 160.38 pounds.
Well, I've been here so many times before, and just the atmosphere, the people, it's a great turnout.
Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao came face-to-face for the first time ahead of their rematch, and the exchange was nothing short of explosive, instantly ratcheting up the tension between the two legendary combatants.
From Manny, now Manny has a lot of experience, you know, at the highest level and competing at the highest level, and that makes this that much more interesting. But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself. You're gonna have to take the whole room together. You're gonna have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best. Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
He's older than me. Oh, I'm still young, so and I'm always active with this sport. So what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a
Manny Pacquiao appeared entirely unruffled, displaying a calm and focused demeanor that signaled he was fully locked in and thoroughly prepared for another high-stakes showdown.
back it because of boxing is my passion. I miss boxing, and I'm so thankful to God, because until now He gave me the strength, keep me safe, and give me good health. That's why Manny Pacquiao is still here, and I'm back.
Woo! The last man who said I'm back was Michael Jordan. He came back and he won 3 titles. Are you channeling some of that?
Well, this is this comeback is dedicated to the Lord my God that I'm serving. I'm excited to the fight. I'm really hungry to win again the fight and give the fans a good fight. And I know. And I know the fans.
Although whispers of a potential cancellation had circulated earlier, Boxing Scene confirmed the event through X, reporting that Mayweather had agreed to a legitimate contest. Pacquiao informed Boxing Scene on Tuesday that Mayweather had officially signed on to make their September 19th rematch a professional boxing affair. Insider Lance Pugmire additionally verified that the bout is now set as a genuine pro fight rather than an exhibition, with Floyd finally accepting the terms and putting pen to paper to seal the agreement.
The fight is on, right? So we've been discussing this every day for the past couple weeks, because I think Mayweather is a brilliant marketer and has been able to get us to do that. And he's saying, you know, this is going to be an exhibition, that it's not going to be at the Sphere. Meanwhile, apparently he was already signed contracts that already had some upfront money. And Pacquiao's response was always, well, you have a deal. You can't get out of this. This is a real fight. There's no reason to have an exhibition, which I think a lot of insiders would agree. But now we understand yesterday there was a deadline given by Team Pacquiao and Pacquiao Promotions, but we have a fight, right, Lance?
Correct. Manny Pacquiao reached out to me yesterday. We talked on WhatsApp, actually, and he said the fight is on. Floyd has come to the table. Everything's fine. We're good to go. I know Floyd has come out with a statement today saying not everything's done. And I'm not gonna look. I used to work for them.
Pacquiao declared that Floyd has run out of options to evade the fight, insisting that this rematch proceed under official professional regulations. He emphasized the deeply personal nature of the contest and vowed to give Mayweather a boxing lesson inside the ropes.
He has to fight. Yes.
Is it going to be an exhibition, or is it going to be a sanctioned match?
No. Sanctioned match.
Awesome. Manny, are you happy that you're going to get the second opportunity? It seems like you guys are going to actually get in there again. Are you very excited to redeem yourself?
Yeah.
I know you spoke a lot about you were injured in the first fight and all, but what would this win mean for you in particular? Personally, you've accomplished so much, 8th division world champion. So what would a win over Floyd mean to you?
Oh, this is very important. I want to give him One.
Is it a bragging rights thing for you, Manny? Like you can prove you're better than him? You can prove you're better than him? Is that what this is? It's about still showing you're better than him?
Teach him a lesson. I don't know. I think so.
Okay,
How do you like the new gym? You own now the Mayweather gym. Now it's the Pacquiao gym.
Oh, I like it. I'm excited.
I heard the Mayweather promotion CEO say that if you guys have a successful rematch, there could be a third one. Manny, are you open to a third, a trilogy?
What is that?
With Floyd, are you open to a trilogy? If they demand it.
With the bout now officially confirmed, Manny Pacquiao has returned to training alongside coach Freddie Roach, marking the commencement of an intense preparation phase as he enters a highly motivated and strictly structured camp regimen. Pacquiao stated he would launch his training camp at Roach's facility, underscoring his complete dedication to the preparation process, elevating his endurance, and restoring peak physical form ahead of this massive rematch.
So soon I'm going to start training for Mayweather fight.
Robert Garcia contends that Floyd is steering clear of demanding gym work. Meanwhile, Manny remains wholly committed, running through mountain trails, pushing his boundaries in camp, and enduring punishing sessions to preserve world-class conditioning.
People think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape, he's not training. I'll bet you deep in behind curtains that was doing workouts. That is not. That's just to be in shape, to be able to box for 12 rounds. Mayweather's not killing himself in sparring. He's not killing his legs and running. But I bet you he's doing workouts that are not going to kill his legs and are not going to fuck him up when it comes to sparring. But I bet you he's in shape for the fight. And I bet you don't win by the decision.
You think Mayweather decision? Manny's motivated.
Manny's burning himself out. Too much runs like a fucking true champion does. But he's 48.
Mayweather's older, Robert.
Yes, but he's not doing the same workouts that Manny's doing. Manny's showing it to the world. Manny's running in front of 50.
But he looks good when you
He's running hard and he's gonna. His body can't take that much. His body can't take that much. Mayweather knows his body can't take that much. That's why he's doing separate, different trainings to be in shape, but to be able to perform and to be fast and to win a decision. I guarantee.
Jose Ramirez, who has shared training camps with Pacquiao, strongly praised how dangerous and precise Manny continues to appear during workouts. He noted that Pacquiao routinely dropped sparring partners in the gym, proving his devastating power remains intact regardless of his age. Ramirez pointed out that Manny follows an exhausting schedule, performing daily road work to maintain elite physical condition and sustain his stamina at an exceptional level.
I was going, 8-round sparring sessions, dude.
What does Jose Ramirez learn from Manny Pacquiao when you're in camp with him 3 times? What did you pick up from him?
Honestly, his work ethic, and then
the best work ethic.
The best work
no
ethic,
days
man.
off, no light days.
Every morning we used to get together and run. Even on sparring days, he runs.
With 20, 30, 50 people? Even
yeah, man, he has he has a lot of support out there. In the
That's
Philippines.
amazing. It's like a movie. It's like Rocky.
We would go to the mall, and just because people knew we were his sparring partners, they wanted a picture with us. So
he's the man.
Yeah,
He is the man. He's so humble, though. He doesn't know he's Manny Pacquiao. Very down to earth.
There was always like a crowd of 25 to 40 people outside the gym. from
And he's
ladies
nice
to kids,
everyone.
just
He
waiting
gives
for
them
him.
money and
He just give them all money before he walked in.
yeah, he's very
you know?
generous.
And
He's very humble. He doesn't let the fame change. Like you never let the fame change you or nothing. You're the same person I met when you were a kid. But what did you learn boxing-wise besides work ethic? Is there any punch you learned? Is there any...
Pacquiao's live sparring sessions remain a definitive demonstration of his unwavering resolve and masterful execution. Ramirez highlighted that Manny approaches each round with fierce concentration, treating gym sessions exactly like championship bouts. His explosive power continues to be devastating, frequently leaving sparring partners unable to continue when the intensity escalates. This remarkable consistency proves that Pacquiao still competes at an elite global standard, combining rapid hand speed, perfect timing, and explosive burst capabilities that frustrate much younger athletes. His capacity to sustain this supreme sharpness underscores his profound self-discipline and enduring ability to perform at an extraordinary level. For those watching, it remains clear that Pacquiao's camp routines mirror his lifelong championship mentality, establishing that age has not diminished his fierce competitive drive or warrior spirit.
what made Pacquiao very dangerous is that he was very explosive. So there was punches that he just throw, he just throw, and all of a sudden, boom, boom.
Yeah, you don't see it coming.
It was that unexpected power. But it was put together by a combination of punches too. So
his feet set it up.
He had a heavy hand, so he used to snap his punches really good and pinpoint his shots really good. So he used to go to the top, body back to the top, and the second one would just boom, one punch.
What's the craziest thing you've seen him do in the gym, now sparring partner? Not you.
Oh, brother, I was lucky not to get hit by one of those left hands, but he dropped.
Everybody.
Every camp, he would drop one fighter, one sparring partner.
And that's
like,
it.
Clean.
And they don't come back next camp.
Well, he dropped the...
Paulie Malignaggi and Lance Pugmire analyzed the lingering uncertainty surrounding the Mayweather-Pacquiao sequel, noting how media reports and discussions have generated mixed signals. Pugmire highlighted that Floyd avoided confirming anything following the initial rumors of a standard exhibition. Conversely, Pacquiao maintained that the clash had to be a legitimate pro fight or else be scrapped entirely. Their breakdown showed how Pacquiao adopted a much more forward-leaning approach in driving public interest and sharing updates, whereas Floyd chose to maintain his characteristic tactical silence.
Made announcements, no, they're not going to be...
Today, I have come all this way to talk to him. Is he going to talk to me? I don't know. And then finally, at the last minute, hey, what do you need?
Malignaggi observed that this scenario perfectly reflects Mayweather's established patterns, where even reporters like Pugmire find it difficult to obtain clear confirmation from his camp. Floyd's cryptic style regularly keeps the boxing community guessing until the very last moment. Malignaggi noted that Mayweather's business strategy is ruthlessly competitive, indicating that Floyd rarely compromises with opposing camps. Instead, he demands complete control over the narrative, aiming to dominate not just inside the ring but also across boardroom negotiations, financial splits, and public storytelling. This philosophy meant that solidifying the details required extended effort. Despite the delays, the commentators agreed that the matchup always felt destined to happen. They suggested that once Floyd feels fully prepared, he will announce it on his own schedule. Until that moment, they advised patience since this exhausting approach is standard for Mayweather's brand. Regarding the bout itself, Pacquiao argued that an undefeated record does not inherently equate to historical greatness, challenging Mayweather's claim to the GOAT title. He noted that numerous boxers have retired unbeaten, making that distinction neither rare nor unmatched in boxing history. Pacquiao instead directed attention to his own accomplishments, emphasizing that he stands alone as the sport's only 8-division world champion who captured titles across 4 distinct decades, the 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He asserted that these groundbreaking milestones need no self-promotion to carry weight. Even so, Manny retained his signature humility, choosing to let boxing enthusiasts evaluate his career standing rather than crowning himself during rematch negotiations. He cemented his perspective clearly by rejecting any exhibition format, reiterating that if they step into the ring, it must be a genuine professional contest where both legends assume real risk and fight to win.
Yeah. What I can say is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. So, but I can claim in some of those the only 8 division, and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades. 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. So, but I'm not raising my own chair. I let the fans decide.
Your chair high. Your chair is high already, man.
I mean,
That's it.
And you came 1 point away from having a belt in the 2020s. Oh no, you already had a belt in the 2020s.
2020, yes. Sir.
Yeah. So, pardon me. Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Sorry. Yeah.
So that's a 4 decades.
Jeff Mayweather explained that given the astronomical revenue surrounding this matchup, neither camp is likely to walk away from discussions, particularly with the massive visibility offered by a global partner like Netflix. He stressed that Floyd Mayweather prioritizes major financial rewards, and once the full scope of this contract is completely understood, it will accelerate the process. Mayweather noted that contract talks are currently being handled through legal representatives rather than directly with Floyd, introducing extra layers of bureaucracy. Despite the ongoing disputes and minor holdups, he affirmed that steady progress is being made as both sides push for a final deal. A hard deadline has been established, forcing immediate action to finalize the contract. Mayweather remained optimistic that logic would prevail, trusting that the financial windfalls and worldwide streaming reach would prompt Floyd's inner circle to sign. Still, he noted that if the required criteria fall through, backup strategies and potential legal options might need to be pursued.
Managing or representing Floyd today, I personally,
Hard to keep track.
It's hard to keep track. I don't know what's going on over there.
Have you been in negotiations over the past week since Floyd started backtracking?
The attorneys are.
So you not and who are
direct.
they? They're dealing with Floyd's attorneys, not Floyd, correct?
Correct. We're dealing with attorneys. I mean, he's communicating with some of the other the production partners and such. There is direct conversation and stuff happening, but they just have to see the light as to the platform and the size of what Netflix is and what all opportunities it can bring.
So, Jazz, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What is the deadline? Obviously, Netflix already announced that you have to. What is the hard deadline to get this resolved?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what time?
14th. End of business day.
End of business tomorrow.
Yeah. And we're getting ahead. We're getting ahead. As long as he's got smart people around him that can see the size of the opportunity, then they can make him a lot of money.
Wade Plemons stated that a matchup of this nature carries undeniable risks because it hinges entirely on the legacy of 2 all-time greats. Highlighting Pacquiao's unmatched status as an 8-division champion, he remarked that while the branding is incredibly potent, the reality remains that both legends have long since passed their physical peaks despite maintaining immense drawing power. He observed that Pacquiao, even at 46 years old, displayed solid form against Mario Barrios, proving his ability to perform competitively. Conversely, Mayweather has preserved his sharpness through consecutive exhibition appearances, including bouts against Logan Paul and John Gotti III, displaying impressive defensive instincts despite the relaxed level of competition.
Yeah, 8-division world champ, what are we talking about? And he doesn't necessarily look like that, but I will say, man, he looked decent enough. I get 46 years old versus Mario Barrios, so he still got it at least to some degree, and we've seen Floyd in these exhibitions, with Leah Gotti's stepbrother, if you know, you know. John Gotti III. We've seen him against Logan Paul. We've seen him in these Deji, these exhibitions where he still has his reflexes. He still can fight, but oddly enough, this might be a hot take. When I watch it this second time around, Manny had the shoulder issue the first time in 2015, and they were still at the top of boxing, but their skills were fading. But this time around, them being a little older, a little slower, you may get a better fight out of it. Not necessarily a better looking aesthetically or higher skilled, but you may get a generally better fight. And again, you do something like this because it was, at the time, and still is, the most watched behind pay-per-view fight ever. They generated $600 million.
Plemons proposed that while neither icon operates at their absolute physical zenith, such as in 2010 or 2015, their shared athletic regression could actually make the sequel far more engaging. It might lack the hyper-technical perfection of their younger selves, but it could easily deliver a more explosive, fan-friendly battle than their initial encounter. He additionally highlighted the monumental economic impact, recalling that their first showdown grossed roughly $600 million to become the highest-selling pay-per-view in combat sports history. Utilizing a streaming powerhouse like Netflix over traditional pay-per-view structures could yield an even grander global viewership. While he acknowledged the valid complaint that boxing must prioritize nurturing fresh talent, he maintained that as long as iconic veterans can perform safely and command massive crowds, these mega events retain tremendous value.
I mean, yes, it has a paywall, but it's not pay-per-view behind that. you're going to get a lot of people that tune into this thing once again, just for that last go around, that last ride off into the sunset. So I listen, I don't think we're going to see anywhere near the skill that we would have seen had this been 2011, 2010 when it should have happened, but we still are going to get a decent enough fight. And I get both sides of the argument here when you're talking about, do we want to see it? Is it really good for the sport? Do we really need to see it? Are we going to have a better way of building the next generation of fighters to where we don't have to rely on these big one-off, exhibition type fights? I get all that and I hear it all, but I also think there's something to be said for if guys still have the ability, if they still are with it mentally and physically, and they still can draw a crowd, who's to say that we should stop them from fighting? It may not be the best look that this is who you get the biggest viewing numbers for, and that should be an indictment on boxing building.
What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more boxing updates.